In this video, I'm going to be showing you my scalping session and we're looking at S&P 500 mini futures. The time frame I'm using is 2000 tick chart and I'm going to be trading pure price action. So what is the price action telling me right now? Well, uptrend played out with a break new high and right now there is no clear structure confirmed that I would be confident in. So I'm mainly taking this easy. I have some short-term channel working lower, but like I said, nothing really that confirmed. I was looking for some bigger channel, but nothing fits great. So I'm just going to follow most recent trends and wait a little bit until some bigger pattern, more structured pattern is confirmed. Okay, traders, we have a nice double trap set up, but you can see there's a massive spike in volatility. It pushed up, reversed down. So I don't want to take a setup during volatility spike like this because this is not really normal price action. So I'm still just taking it easy and I'm not shorting at this point. If it wasn't such a volatile spike, I would take the short because the downtrend needs to get new low tested. Right, traders, I'm drawing a wider downtrend. I'm looking for felt second inch long below EMA to test the new low over this downtrend. There was no good trade here. This is a lower high, but the signal bar is bullish. So let's see if we can get one more pullback here to test the new low. Okay, traders, we have a felt second inch long, but this time it's an inside bar. So I'm not gonna take inside bar here. Maybe if I get some last minute second inch short, I can consider. Okay, traders, after downtrend played out with the break new low, we are naturally looking for felt second inch short reversal pattern, but reversal pattern has to have bullish signal bar, and this is a terrible bearish bar, not even at the EMA. Then you have some inside bar here, so great context, but no good bar. I'm drawing uptrend right now, so I'm looking for second inch long at the EMA. As you can see, there is no trending structure in either direction. It's pretty much looking rangy. There's a tiny bit of bullish bias, but nothing that significant. So I just expect trends to be short term. This is why looking for reversal pattern here is the approach. And right now, hopefully we'll get the second entry long at the EMA. Right, traders, I'm resuming the video because I just entered a second entry long. It's an inside bar again, but lately we had a lot of inside bars that end up working because context is strong. And this is a second entry long at the EMA while the uptrend needs new high. So I decided to drop the limit order. Stop loss goes one tick below the single bar. The risk is small. It's an inside bar, yes, but this uptrend needs new high, downtrend played out. So I'm simply taking a risk here to test the new high because the context was clear here and I didn't take it. Context is clear here. So when the context is strong, inside bar is not as bad. And this is a second entry long at the EMA. There's a small support as well, something like this. So since the risk is not as big, I'm going to take this inside bar. I'm scalping for 10 ticks. Stop loss goes one tick below single bar. Uptrend is new high. So because context is easy to read and I know what to expect, I'm taking inside bar, which normally I don't take. Come on, we need a couple more ticks. We're about to max the order. Alright, traders, we got the scalp. So I'm gonna place the stop loss to break even. We have new high, but I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive now in case we have a little bit stronger uptrend, at least getting the second leg up if I'm gonna measure it. So scalp for now, mate, and we'll see if I can get some decent runner. Alright, traders, I'm gonna tighten the runner to 10 points. Alright, traders, looks like I took the runner a little bit too early, but it doesn't really matter. We have a new uptrend working higher. As a trader, you cannot really predict the future, so you have to be happy with the profits you got. And you cannot beat yourself too much about potential profits because simply you don't know. You have to play the game and take calculated risks, and it's simply part of trading. So right now I'm drawing wider channel because the trend looks very structured, very seamless. We can't even touch the EMA. So I would still consider a nice second inch long at the EMA again. Right, traders, I'm trying to take the second inch long, new high first inch long, second inch long at the EMA. We have a nice bullish bar. The risk is small. The bar is only 2 points. So this is why I'm chasing it one tick above. Right, traders, we got filled on this second inch long. It's a nice bullish bar. It's a little bit of a doji body, but basically look at it, tell very strong bullish momentum. One thing that is a worry for me is that if I'm going to measure the measured move like this, I have exceeded the measured move, not by much, okay? Not by much, but because downtrend played with the break push to new low, it's at the key entry point and uptrend looks fairly strong. I think it's worth taking a risk, especially since it's a small bar, to test the new high. So let's see if we can get the scalp. I'm going to place my stop loss one tick below the single bar, but because we never even truly touched the EMA, I think the wider channel has a little bit stronger presence over this measured move that is tied to this first bullish leg right here. Okay, traders, we're about to max the order, but we need to tick through I ended up going for 7 ticks only because I'm using the stop order entry, which basically if I entered at the close would be 8. If we bounce on my exit order but we didn't tick through and we reverse down, this is not what you want to see. But I still have to hold this, nothing I can do. Simply, sometimes there can be a little stronger pullback. If it fails, it fails. Nothing I can do. As a trader, you have to hold the trade. I like the analysis, and I think odds are a little bit higher. We're gonna go at least for a scalp, which we basically made a small scalp if you use a little bit deeper limit order. I was unfortunately chasing it a little bit. Alright traders, we never got the tick through, so it reversed on us. We got stopped, but it's okay. The risk was small. I came back from my break. We can see that there was a nice double high probability setup. Second entry long fell second entry short to test the new high. Now everything to the upside played out. So right now I'm pausing, looking for long trades. Now we have very short-term downtrend, not really significant, but right now no big confirmed structure. So I'm just gonna follow short-term trends until we have something a little bit stronger, bigger established. Downtrend played out with the break, push to new extreme. We're still below EMA, but I need to see some decisive push down in order for me to look for some wider channels. So far, price action is very slow since I came back from the break. Right traders, we can see downtrend continuation after new low of our initial channel. There is almost overshoot, but it's so close. I'm keeping it without overshoot. However, cannot take this double trap because uptrend is still in place. So in order for me to sell, I would need some lower high confirmation trade. I could draw it super micro, but we don't generally draw channels this micro, especially if you bounce off the trend channel line. Some stronger push in the opposite direction, so lower high is needed if I'm betting on a wider channel now. Right traders, I'm gonna wrap it up with my 2 trades. This is the overall structure for today. We started with very nice reversal pattern. Uptrend played out, downtrend played out. So you're expecting trends to pivot quickly, then you have a nice felt second entry short reversal pattern above the EMA. Then our main channel played out with the break new high, and we can't really take anything because it takes some time for new market cycle to be established. Like I said, there was no good fitting wider uptrend, so it's better just to play break new high and adapt right now once you have new downtrend working lower. You have a second entry short while the uptrend is in play, break, push to new high. You have a double trap that visually looks like a two-legged pullback, which is ideal. And you can see you have two-legged pullback, measured move down, and notice how much you exceeded the measured move. This gives us confidence to trust the wider channel. Lower high here would be okay because it was second entry short, but the lower high is such a bad bar, you simply cannot sell below bull bar. By the time I get a felt second entry long, context is very strong, but it's an inside bar, so a little bit more aggressive. Then you have felt second entry short above EMA, but the bars are really ugly. You don't even have a chance to enter this basically because this is a inside bar like this, bad one at that, so you can't take the reversal pattern. Then you have brand new uptrend that needs new high, clear context, second entry long at the key entry point. Here you saw me taking the second entry long. You can see how little you pushed above the measured move. This is why this downtrend is a little bit safer because you can tell how far down you push after the 2 legs. And here the initial leg just barely pushed above, so this is around the area where a lot of profit taking will take place. But I still think it's okay trade, such a small bar, uptrend look quite strong, so it's okay trade to consider. Then you have pretty much very sideways price action, nothing much to take, just hour of waiting. You have a great double high probability setup, second entry long, felt second entry short to test the new high of the channel. Uptrend played out. You can't really take the second entry long, the main channel played out, plus you have overshoot of this smaller one. Market reverse down, break new low. Now you have a second entry short here, but it didn't get a trigger. You can tell there is no trigger below the single bar, which is good, honestly, because you're barely trusting the wider channel. It just doesn't have third swing confirmation. Break new low. And then you have some lower high here, but problem is downtrend just played out. I mean, this is super tempting because once you can see EMA holding so many times, basically so many reversal attempts by the bulls are failing. New low, first entry short, second entry short, a lower high. I mean, you have a break new low and market is struggling to reverse, break below, another attempt, break below. This is really tempting trade. It's actually even decent trade to consider, not a bad trade now that I'm looking at this, because if you can count how many times EMA held, I mean, it's a lower high, so you waited the first second entry short, you waited for a lower high, so it's not a bad trade to consider. Then you have wider downtrend working lower, But at this point, it's getting way too late. Everyone's taking profits. So decent price action. And when you don't have big confirmed structure, you're basically expecting trends to pivot quickly. You can see a lot of short-term to medium channels. They pivot quickly. This is pretty normal. And this is how you're supposed to approach price action. It looks like a range, but key levels are not confirmed. So it makes sense to expect trends to be short-lasting and fairly short-term. So I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.